So, YouTube chat's not working for this stream. I don't know what's going on, it's just not working. It looks like I can still see YouTube chat, but I can't for the life of me figure out what is causing it to think the chat is disabled for the stream. So, I can still see it, but I'm just gonna have to deal with it not being there. But let's dive into block game. Because yeah, last time we were planning on building a silo there. It looks like it's getting close to nighttime in the game, so I'm just going to hit the hay, get it set to day, and then we're going to need to start cutting down some trees. Do I have... I have a single axe. I'm going to need to make more, because I know damn well that I'm going to destroy these axes. So first things first, I'm going to get rid of this acacia tree so that we have more space. Now, I am going to be digging into this hill here that I'm building the silo at. Do I want to... I think I'll start planning out the actual placement of things, because I think I'm going to want a stone floor for this silo. And so figuring out, and because I'm also going to want it to go down, because I want the water wheel to be around here somewhere. So if the water wheel is going to be around here, so that it fits nicely into the terrain. So, you know what? I've got the water wheel on me. I might want to figure out how it's going to be placed. So I reckon I'm probably going to put it... Ooh, not like that. Like that. Because I do need it turning. Well, this is getting finicky. So, I've got the water wheel turning, but what I also need this might actually be just a bad idea. Having the water wheel down here. Because there's... I'm gonna test something, because I know I can use the water wheel on its side, but I don't want to do that. do want to test is if you're great fun. So water just going under it works like that. I can probably use that to my advantage. Because I do have my river here. And the thing is, I am going to be digging down. How big do I want this silo to be? So I reckon, not paths, I reckon that I want it probably at least 4x4 inside. Because it is just going to be a silo. Like a storage silo and a windmill. So yeah, so I'm gonna want that. So if I do this, yeah, that works. So if I build up the dirt around here, to kill two birds with one stone and cover up more of the river cavern that I've made, or that I've filled in, I guess. But knock out all these. I can have that bring in some of the shaft, but I'm gonna need to make this bigger for two reasons. Only one of them being for space. Yeah, that'll work. So yeah, because if I've got the shaft coming in through here, I've got the shaft coming through here. And that's able to use that water wheel. And water wheels in the latest update are all the same speed no matter how much water is going through them, which means that this will work. See, I'm going to fill that with maybe even just cobblestone. I'm going to have shafts. I don't have any shafts left, but I'm going to have some shafts going through here. Though how am I going to get it to go upwards? Maybe I don't need it to. Maybe I can just use 2 cogs. 2 small cogs next to each other. Gonna reset today. And what I'm gonna need to do, I still need to cut down a bunch of trees. How many? Ooh, I didn't save any of my saplings. Heal up. So yeah, I'm gonna need to. I'm gonna get some of those cobblestones smelted into stone for aesthetic reasons. It's a 6x6 floor, which is 36. 16 will be plenty. And I could use andesite as well, but I need andesite for the andesite alloy. Yeah, so I've got my water wheel going here, which I've got all of my shafts. Ooh, that just barely gets into here, so I'm going to need to make some more shafts for some cogs. When I make these cogs, you know what, I'm going to make 2 cogs. Because that's going to be... I've got all my alloy. Because these should, if I'm remembering correctly, these should be able to turn each other like that. this... Yeah, connects like that. But how do I use that with the mill? What's important for now is that I get some of this floor put in. Although, because I am also digging down, so I need to think about... Okay, so that can go in the floor like that. How would this connect to it? Would it connect here? Yeah. But I want to fill my floor with stone. So what I'm gonna need... see, by rights it should also be able to go up here, shouldn't it? That's probably too short. Should be able to fit, yeah, like that. The only problem I've got now no, what the This is just pleasant. Now if I make another millstone, I have 2 mills going at once. Though, that does mean I'm going to need... oh, maybe not all of this floor. I think maybe just stuff underneath these gears that is going to be seen. So that's all going to be replaced. Probably just going to fill it with cobblestone. And then have my mishmash pattern of stone and cobblestone on the floor there. And it was this one. Ooh, don't re-smelt the fucking stone. I'm just going to fill all this bit with cobble. So that's the floor of my mill slash silo. I'm going to get rid of all these dirt blocks. Those are bits that I didn't think about needing to fill. That's right. Stone turns to cobblestone. I'm so stupid. So how much stone does that mean I need? One, two, three, four. Oh, wait. I think I'm gonna have... So that's still 4, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I need to put 3 pieces in there. Just gonna chuck one in, hit the bed. And then I'm going to fill in those spots, and that's the floor done. Now I need a lot of wood. I want to do oak wood for this, mainly because I like the aesthetic of oak wood better than any of the others. I know I've got 24. I'm just going to throw in those logs. See, I'm going to need to go get more logs. Also going to want to heal up quickly. That's right, there is the kiwi tree and the fig tree that I was going to work towards. Hang on a minute. That one is 1 block taller. That worked. See, yeah, so I've got this all organized. Yeah, I'm still gonna need more wood. To get this silo slash mill built up. So good thing I made those axes before. And you know, I'm just going to run into that forest up there after I cut this tree down. think I'll start with that kiwi tree. Oh no, I'll start with this tree up here, and then I'll go grab that kiwi tree that I saw. See, I'll just cut down a lot of trees. Deforest more than the Amazon rainforest. The kiwi tree was up, wasn't it? Gonna have to stay and wait around for this one, actually. You know what? No, I won't. I won't need to stay around because there's some oak trees down here that I can go for. There is this tree, but I don't know how to get to the top of it. Worry about that all later. Need to just get as much wood as I can, because how much have I got? 27. I mean, that might be enough, but I don't want to risk it. I'm gonna just keep going for more and more. I think I'll stop when I have about a stack. Especially considering all the wood things I'm gonna need to make. Because I'm gonna need to make some barrels for the silo. Gonna need to make, yeah, some barrels. Gonna need to make some windmill sails eventually. Luckily, I've got that cotton farm going, so I'll be able to get the wool for those. That should be a kiwi sapling. Three of them. I only wanted two. That's pretty good. And I'm gonna knock down this fella. It's 48. So just over halfway there, I reckon. Two, 53. So I reckon 2 more trees. That's just about a stack. It's going to give me quite a bit of wood planks. What I'll do while I'm up here, that fig tree. This fella right here. It's also going to be quite a bit of wood. I'm grabbing all the figs, but what I really want is a sapling. Or are you being kept alive by another tree? So much for just a stack of wood. I really hope I do actually get a sapling and this doesn't just turn out like the kiwi tree from last stream. Is that fig sapling? And it's 2, so I think that's enough for now. I need to eat. I'm already low health from just all the falling I've been doing. I grab all the sticks because that's every stick is one less stick that I have to craft. Ooh, that looks like the orange tree is sprouted. What about the apple tree? Nope, you're still there. What's doing, mate? How's your day going? It's alright. I'm a bit sick, but thankfully, I can still stream while sick. In a couple of hours, I'm going to have to start cleaning up the house, but that's no biggie. You weren't in with my last stream. Playing modded, as you can tell by the kiwi fruit in my hand and that orange tree. Working on a farm. Got this nice little river here. I'm going to fix this stone water feature later. But at the moment, I'm working on this silo here. Just been gathering some wood. Because I kind of need walls for my silo. And because it's going to eventually become a windmill as well, I'm going to need it to be quite high. Because I'm using the create mod, which does add windmills. But there needs to be quite a bit of height from the ground for the windmills to be as effective as possible. All I really need at the moment, though, is the wood. What I'm going to do also is dump all of these saplings. All the fruit and seeds and saplings, because I don't need them at the moment. I do need the wood. I'll also burn those jungle logs. I had birch logs, which I'm going to burn for charcoal as well. I'm going to leave the andesite alloy, because I still need to get more iron for that. Because once I get enough iron... Does it add water wheels? Yes, it does. I do have a water wheel down here. Which is... It doesn't look it, but it's going at full speed. Which is how I'm going to start the mill. But, eventually I will want a windmill in here. Because windmills, they have higher stress capacity. So basically, they can have more stuff sticking on them. And eventually this water wheel is going to be moved. And it's just going to have I'm gonna have an iron farm attached to it, because with the create mod, you can add encased fans, which if you put water in front of the fan, you then get you can wash stuff basically. And one of the things that washing does is if you wash gravel, you get the flint, but you also get a chance of getting iron nuggets. And with that, you can make a completely self-sustaining iron farm by just having an infinite an infinite cobblestone machine, and then milling the cobblestone into gravel, and then washing the gravel into the iron nuggets. I did have it on another survival world, which is how I was able to get all of my iron without having to mine, because I have another mod on here that does make mining kind of dangerous, because there's a lot of really twisted machines and really messed up caves. I should stop falling, because I'm going to end up dying, and I don't have any food. I'm going to go grab all those fruits that I put away, so I can heal myself. I'm going to knock the axes out, and I think that's all the fruit that I had in my inventory. What did I do with those cave carrots? I think I must have eaten them. Okay, now I've got orange tree. Pardon me. Because eventually, when I get all these fruit trees and this whole farm up and running, eventually I'm going to start actually using the what's it called? Farmer's Delight mod. Build one layer at a time so I stop falling down. That's the smart thing to do, but I'm not very smart. Especially because I've made this quite tall already, because I'm going to add an upstairs level to it. That's going to have all the barrels that I'm going to use for storage. Because I'm going to use barrels, because they can be stacked straight up to the wall, like straight up to the roof, and not be impeded. You can still open a barrel if it's right up against the wall and right up against the roof. And while you don't get the double capacity like you do with double chests, build stairs first. I'm actually just going to use a ladder. Because I don't like having to account for the space that stairs take up for. I'm not a good builder. I'm a level 1 Minecraft builder. My main thing is farming. Farming is my main thing in Minecraft. What I do need is to get... How far is that water? I reckon I can make it if I sprint. I overestimated my ability. Good thing I've got corpses. Although I think I've got corpses. I hope I've got corpses mod, because that means I should just have a corpse that I can pick all my stuff up from. Yep. Okay. So, what I do need is slabs. And I need to make those ladders. So if I make those... Oh my god, get through the door. If I make the ladders... Where's the sticks that I had? In my inventory. I need more. Make the ladders so that I can make the first floor, where I will have all the barrels and such. And then slabs, because I'm going to need them not only for the floor, but also for those said barrels. So, where do I want the ladder at? I think I'll have it in this corner. Which means the roof will be around that. Get all of these bits in. I hope I've got enough, because I've got plenty of wood and plenty of trees, so I can just get more wood later. Yeah, this will be, although I might want to change the walls a bit later, have a bit more, definitely not enough, get down, enough slabs. I'm also going to need doors eventually. The slabs are what I need. Put this whole bit in. I might eventually just change these. If I find some spruce wood, I'll change this for spruce so that it's not so homogeneous. But for now, that'll have to do. And what I will also need to do is build an extra layer up. Worry about the logs later. I should have saved a couple, but I knew I would need a lot of wood, especially because I'm going to make a lot of barrels. Thank you for the follow. I do have alerts set up, but I think Stream Elements is just not... It's just not liking me today. I'm going to add a ladder... yeah, I'm going to add the ladder there. I'm going to have this temporary... temporary wooden roof. Because, yeah, I think if I can find some spruce logs in that jungle somewhere, or maybe somewhere else, then I'll replace all these slabs with spruce, so that it's not just so beige. Of course, I don't have enough. It's still daylight out. I'll be fine. Just need more slabs. That's probably not enough. That's probably still not enough. I'm very bad at math. And I mean, any leftovers I can use to start those barrels. Straight to the deforestation rate. I do normally, but I only really like spruce and oak. I hate birch, and my biome is acacia, apart from over there where there's a lot of oak and birch. So I've been taking a lot of oak from there when I've needed it. It also has maple trees because I have the autumnity mod, which adds maple stuff and snails if I can find that biome. But I really don't want to find that biome. The snails are big, and snails are icky. But if I find a spruce forest, or like a taiga that has a bunch of spruce trees, then yeah, I'm just going to do that. Although I'm not sure if you saw earlier, but I have a weird way of knocking down trees where I only knock them down from the top. So I jump to the top of the tree and dig straight down through the tree to get all the wood. Ah, lovely. Nice high ceiling for my silo. The lighting is going to be a problem because I plan to have a lot of barrels. And it's getting dark, so I'm just going to hit the hay so that I can get the daylight back. Just going to take a bit of a drink. Hopefully you didn't hear my big gulp. Yeah, so now what do I need? I need to make those barrels so I can fill that up and start moving all of my crops, or the stuff from my crops, into the farm. Fill back up with dirt to get the rest. I could, like, it's not that that's hard, it's that I just don't like doing it. I just like climbing on top of the trees like an ape and breaking them down. That should be enough. 6 barrels, a good start. One thing I'm going to eventually do, because I've got the create mod, and eventually I'm going to turn this farm into a factory, but that's going to be a while. I'm going to want some kind of hopper system to collect all the fruit from these trees. But baby steps. Baby steps. So I've got all those. I think I'll just start putting all the fruits in there. Monkey. I used to have a friend who was a monkey streamer, but he stopped talking to us after I made him his monkey model, and he never actually took the monkey model off me, so I still have it. I could set it up, but I also couldn't be bothered. And if I did that, he'd know who I was. I don't want him to realize that I still have his model. Just gonna plant more cotton, because I'm so dumb. I am absolute dirt brain. But yeah, what I'm gonna need to do, because this cotton I can turn into wool with the string to wool recipe. Which the good thing about that is I'll be able to make the windmill sails eventually. Because if I... Yeah, windmill sail. I can make one now, but I don't have a windmill bearing yet. What I'm also going to do is get these saplings. I'm going to move them. You know what? I'll also start with my pumpkins, because I didn't put them down, because I was still hoping to get some, what's it called? Some wool earlier on, so I left them. But I can totally do them now. White man... Hey, I come from Australia. We didn't own slaves. The government just forced our black people to work. We didn't own them as property, so our slavery's different. We didn't treat them like property. Our government was just representing the queen. Where do I want to put these pumpkins? No, I want them at the edge. I want them at the edge of the farm. So yeah, I think here next to the wheat is going to be a good idea. And I definitely don't need all those seeds. So I'm just going to drop all these seeds into my composter. I'm going to bone meal that apple tree and hopefully... Yes! And so where do I want to put this fig tree? And I could put down my second apple and orange saplings as well. I put one fig there, and I put a kiwi over here. What else? I think, you know what, I think I'll leave the kiwi and fig saplings. I think I'll leave it to one for now, and just keep these extra saplings for when I eventually turn this into a factory farm. Because then when I make, I can make a farm using hoppers to just gather all the dropped fruit. I'm going to put these in a different chest, though. Just for all the saplings. Put these in there. Now that is working, so I might demonstrate why I wanted a mill so early. Because if I get all this wheat, I can throw this into here. And eventually that'll turn into flour. And then I can just mix that with water, and then for one wheat, I can make a, I can make a slice of bread, just for a single piece of wheat. Bucket. I can just demonstrate it now. Got dough, and then if I run over to my furnace... Yeah, I'll use my charcoal furnace. But I don't think I can make... I don't think I can make cakes. I might be able to. Oh, that's right. I got another mod that allows me to make like fruit cakes and such. I forget. Because yeah, this requires the pie crust. That's not a cake. The pomegranate cake. Ah, no, these recipes still require regular wheat instead of dough. There's all sorts of stuff. How do you make self-raising flour for cakes? I don't think that's in the mod. I don't think that's in the mod. But now I have bread thanks to my wheat farm, and I can do a lot with the mills. So I do want to eventually get a second millstone, but I need more iron. Can't really do it without the iron, because the millstone is part of the create mod, and it uses andesite alloy, which is made with iron nuggets and andesite, as you can probably guess. And because of that, I need quite a bit of iron. So we've got the start of this mill slash silo up. Yeah, do I want to... You know what? I've got a furnace. I'll try... Because I know that I'm supposed to be able to get maple syrup from those maple trees, but I don't know how. I know it's in the mod that I got for it. I just don't know exactly how. So I'm going to see if it's just... make a glass bottle. I'm going to also make more bread. Yeah. Another thing I'm hoping for is eventually when I can make a self-sustaining iron farm, is that I can use that to make a lot of the other tools in the mod, and I can make a harvester, and that will help with the factory farm, because then I can just have it on a gantry and just farm all of the crops, although I'd need a better layout than this. Also harvest all my tomatoes. Oh, my tomatoes. Ooh, and my corn's also growing. Just gonna knock that top one down. Yeah, I'll add an extra one. But yeah, I can also turn the corn into tortillas, I think. Let me check. I can get cornbread. Yeah, I can make tortillas and make tortilla chips. What else can I do with the tortilla chips? I can make nachos with meat, milk, and sauce. How many 5-year-olds do you think could take a fight before going down? And bring any item with you, but they also get it. Huh. Well, I am a very fat person. Like, that's why it's hard to see, but I've given myself titties that jiggle in my model because I'm a 3D artist. But I'm very bad with cardio. Like, I don't get knocked down easily, but if you run, I can't catch you. Like, it will be probably 20 meters, a 20-meter sprint, and then I'm out of breath. And so I reckon the kids could probably, like, even 2 5-year-olds could probably take me down pretty easily, because I'm just not fit. just 2 of them, and I'm done. So probably not even one. Probably not even one, right? A rambunctious enough 5-year-old could definitely take me down. Hot? You flatter me. A lot of people say they're like big boys, but I don't think they do. I don't think they do like big boys. I think they like the idea of big boys. They like the concept of a big, strong man. So I've kind of run out of ideas because it's been an hour and I've already made the mill. I'm not sure what else I can do at this point. I could probably... That's what I was going to do. I was doing the maple tree thing. Which one was this one? Nope, this one. I'm going to make a bottle and I'm going to see if I can get the maple out of the maple tree. I don't think this is going to work because, again, I don't know how the mod works. But I don't see why it shouldn't. Okay, no, that's not. Maybe if I... Ah! So I have to skin the tree, collect the sap. That's kind of interesting, although what does suck, yeah, but that's like with like fists, but can have anything in the world, any weapon but the fire. Again, the thing is, if I get a gun, they get a gun, and yes, like 1 5-year-old is not going to be smart enough to handle a gun, but 1 5-year-old can still accidentally cave my skull in with a blicky shot to the cranium. You know, it's still entirely possible, right? And the thing is, a lot of people overestimate their abilities. A lot of people overestimate how skilled they are in combat. I have known from a very young age that I am weak as piss. I am not. Ooh. Oh, so not all trees will have the maple. Interesting. But yeah, I know that I am really, really, really weak. What do I do with all my other axes? I know I had more. So even with a gun, like, I would really just have to be lucky enough that the 5-year-old doesn't think to point it at my head. That's really all I have. There's my axes. I just need one. Listen, you gotta be realistic about these hypotheticals, right? They are hypotheticals, but you gotta understand your own limits. Because if you don't, that's where problems arise. Are you not dropping any maple saplings? Damn. Is it? I mean, like, it's like, would you rather fight a horse-sized duck or a duck-sized, or like, was it 10 duck-sized horses? That one that was going around? I would pick the 10 duck-sized horses, because a horse-sized duck means that its head is now big enough to bite me. Right? Now, you imagine getting bitten by a duck. Now, imagine that duck is the size of a horse. Whereas horses are cowards. Like, you can scare a horse to death. You can actually genuinely scare a horse to death. They are big, dumb idiots, right? It's $20 a 5-year-old. You get to choose how many you want. If you survive, you get the money. Look, $20 for a 5-year-old, for killing a 5-year-old, ain't fucking worth it, man. I live in Australia, right? So, we actually have good minimum wages. When I worked at KFC, I was getting $27 an hour at 20 years old. $27 an hour, right? If I worked a 10-hour shift, not a 10-hour shift, but a 10-hour week, that's $270. Full-time here in Australia is 38 hours. If I did work full-time, I didn't, I was permanent part-time. But if I worked full-time at KFC, I would be making, like, $700 a week. Like, $800 a week. Because we actually have workers' rights in this country. Whereas, in the States, and even to some extent in Canada and the UK, people don't have rights for shit. Like, there are people working 100-hour weeks just to make rent. When I worked at KFC, it's literally just 10 hours a week, plus my government stipend for being a student, and that's my rent paid, you know? That's my rent and my public transport, my phone bill. I don't pay for any subscriptions, because I don't need to. I don't watch anything other than YouTube. So yeah, it's like, $20 ain't shit. It would have to be like $200 a 5-year-old for it to work on me. And even then, I would stick low. Because I don't need, like, yeah, I don't need to worry about it. I think I'll just put I'll put the sap with the fruit. What else am I gonna do? I think I'll put put some of the maple saplings down. Because, yeah, the maple saplings, if I want to get more maple syrup. Alright, you're walking down the street with your best mate and a goblin jumps out and pockets, steals your ear and scampers away. I'd just be shocked. Not at the idea of my ear being stolen, but at a fucking goblin. Like, they're fantasy creatures. They're little tricksters from Germany. Like, they're fictional. If I saw a real-life goblin, I'd probably think I was high. I'd probably think that wherever I was at that led me to that street where the goblin stole my ear, I'd probably think that there was, like, a gas leak and that I was tripping balls. I'd be so confused, and I'd probably would... If my mate saw, as well, I'd probably be like, we're never going to talk about this. We're never going to... No one will ever believe us. No one's ever going to believe... No one's ever gonna believe if a goblin stole my fucking ear. I wouldn't even be willing to report it to the police, because it's like, it sounds like someone on meth is just thinking things, you know? I'd be so taken aback by the concept of a goblin that I just not know what to do. Do I want to do more? Yeah, I think I'll do more of these, cave carrots. But yeah, that's like... It's hard to answer something like that, because, like, I don't know how I'd react. I feel like I'd just be so confused, and I probably wouldn't get sleep for the next couple days. It'd make me really reevaluate how I look at, games like Dungeons and Dragons as well. Wow, the kiwi and fig tree really just shot up. He's like a goblin and he's the size of your phone and he's jumped out of your best friend's pocket. See, even that would be even more bizarre, and I'd wonder where the fuck he got a goblin. I'd be thinking, how the fuck do you have a little fairy friend in your wallet, like in your pocket there? How do you do that? Where did you, like, what dry cleaner did you send your clothes to, where they gave you a complimentary, like a complimentary friend, little gobbo? And I wouldn't know what to even think of that friend, because, like, what did he do to get a goblin in his pocket? Who did he piss off? What witch's curse did he fucking get? You know? Because, like, you've got to have pissed off some... Yeah, but jumped out of your friend's pocket and left... Again, like, I'd have to like, I'd be less concerned about my ear and, like, how the fuck he got a goblin... Like, a little goblin in his pocket. Like, again, he has to, like, maybe he pissed on the goblin's house and it just stayed with him, waiting to strike to ruin his reputation with someone. Like, I'd be so confused. It's like, where did you come from, little green thing? Little fucking palm top fairy? And the figs. But yeah, like, I don't know, man. I feel like I'd be too concerned about the implications. To really think, what do you mean? It's clearly dark out. I can see the stars. Let me sleep. Yeah, that's a hard one. I think what I'm going to do now at this point... Probably going to just have to go mining at this point. Because I just need iron, because I've only got 1 nugget. Oh, I've got some more iron ingots. Thing is, I need enough to make a mechanical press. So I'm gonna need to go mining. Do I have... I've got a couple torches on me. Do I have any other torches? Nope, so I'm gonna have to... just make a bunch... That's not what I wanted. Make a bunch of torches. What's a palm top fairy? Well, because you said it was the size of a phone, right? So, goblins are a type of fae in like a lot of Germanic folklore and mythology. Because they're a type of fae, which means they're a type of fairy, they are, well, fairies. And so, you have a fairy that's the size of a phone, fits on your palm top, so it's a palm top fairy. I honestly feel like this strip mine that I made a while ago is not going to find many iron. Because all the iron I found early on in the game. I found in, like, different caves before I made my base. I'm getting a lot of granite. The granite, I think, is kind of useful because I can make it into red sand and get... what was it? What can I wash red sand for again? I think it was gold. Red sand. Am I blind? Red sand. Yeah, if I wash the red sand, yeah, I get gold nuggets out of it. So yeah, the granite's useful, but I do really want iron more because I can't really make the red sand into gold until I get iron. And then once I get a iron farm going with the encased fan, then I can make all my iron equipment. Because while it will be slow, it's way slower than a regular iron farm that uses iron golems. But it also doesn't rely on me having a bunch of villagers around. So it's a very good early game iron farm. This pickaxe is about to break. Do I have another one? I do have a couple. Once this one breaks, I'll change where I'm at. And if that one breaks as well, then I reckon I'm just going to have to dig a bit deeper. Well, that's fun. Literally, as I'm explaining my plans, I'm going to switch to this one. Because these ores here, these zinc ores are going to be useful eventually. But I need iron pickaxes to get them. I've got to go do some washing. No problem. I'm just going to be talking to myself in the void. Because, yeah, I need iron so that I can make that encased fan. Because I need a mechanical press to make iron sheets. And then iron sheets to make the fan, which can be fueled by that water wheel. But I need to find the iron first, which is kind of the hard part. I really reckon I'm just going to need to dig deeper. You two have a good one. Come on. There's got to be some iron around here. I'm going to have to dig so deep. Ooh. Cave. Do I have my sword on me? I do have my sword on me. I'm going to equip it. you friendly or are you bad juju? You aren't attacking me yet. God. I hate you. I hate you so much. Like, a skeleton would attack me immediately. So I would just... You know what? Fuck, I'm just gonna kill you. I've got torches equipped. Now to dig this iron in peace. Bit of iron here. How much should I get? 10. I can make a block of iron with that. Which, yeah, I can make the mechanical press. But then, how many sheets do I need for an encased fan? I need 4. I've got 7 iron plus the 10 that I can smelt. So it's 17. I'll take 9. Yeah, 9 for the block. This might be enough. I still need to find lava to make my cobblestone generator though. Gonna dig, explore a little bit more. See if I can find more iron. Jackpot. Yeah, got quite a bit of iron now, thanks to this cave that was in my strip mine. Yeah, I've got quite a bit of iron. I'm gonna hope that I have enough iron to make the encased fan and the mechanical press. I should do, because I think I've now got 16? 15. Plus the 7 that I've got in my base already. So if I just smelt all this. It's a lot of figs. And that maple tree might be a bit close. I don't know. We'll worry about that later. Get all my fruits. So yeah, I'll have enough there to make an iron block, and then I think it's a casing, a shaft, and the block. Yeah. going to nighttime again. But what I also need now, well, I need those 4. Do I have a hand crank already? I don't think I do. Actually, you know what? I can fuel that with the water wheel. I reckon I can do it with a water wheel. This is going to be interesting. Do I have more shafts in my base? In my little hut? My little cave? No, I don't. So I'm going to need... If I do them like this... but... I mean, I guess I can have it on the floor. Although I'm gonna need... You know what? Yeah, that's moving. I'm gonna need to throw one more down there. It's a bit slow, but it's fine. So I've got my 4. Now, how do I make an encased fan again? So I need... andesite alloy. And the 4 sheets. There we are. Now, how am I gonna put this somewhere? I could... Huh. Did they not come together? They might do, but they might only do it with small cogs in between them. Like that. Now, what I'm gonna do is quickly make some trapdoors. Wow, this fig tree is fucking spreading its seed. Holy shit. Of course, that maple tree fucking grows just as I... Damn it, just as I walk into it. I'm hearing that otter die. Why do they keep dying? I have to knock down this wall just temporarily. That's not where I wanted it. How do they frame an encased fan for washing? They don't. That concerns me. Because what I might have to do... You're kidding. The fan is blowing me so hard that it stops me from getting out of the hole. Now I'm going to need to resmelt that stone. So... Got my bucket on me. And I'll have the eventual, what's it called? Cobblestone farm somewhere else. Okay. Now I know. Do need both of them as holes. You know what? I'm just going to throw this cobblestone in there. I'm going to grab... bunch of cobblestone. Ooh. Would I have enough iron to make a hopper? I do, but I needed to make a chest first. And then... I could just dump all my cobblestone into the hopper. So I'm gonna need to make a second millstone. That's fine. Because if I can get this... if I can get enough iron from this washing setup... then I'll be able to make all the andesite alloy that I want. And if I can make all the andesite alloy that I want, then I can eventually make a separate cobble farm. What are the chances of that? Ah, okay. So they're not perfect chances. But that is fine by me. So I'm just going to do the really boring task of turning... You know what? I think I'll leave... that to mill all the, as much of the cobblestone as it can. Because once it mills as much of that cobblestone as it can get through... then I'll have a lot more gravel to just sit and dump on the washer, which I think the washer is faster. But that way I will have my iron farm. Or at least the start of it. And eventually, what I'll be able to do with that iron farm... what I'll be able to do eventually is set it up so that I have a cobblestone generator that drops straight into a millstone that drops its products straight into a washer. Pardon me. And once I have that, then I'll have my flint and iron farm. But you know what? It's been about an hour and a half. I reckon now is probably a good time to sign off. Yeah, so I think establishing for the next stream, I'm going to just deal with all that cobblestone and gravel to get some iron out of that. Gonna make a drill out of that iron. Gonna go adventuring to find some lava. And... set up... It can't be in that building because of the wood. But I'm gonna have to set up that that cobblestone generator. But yeah. That's gonna be it for now.